I'm here to see Socrates.
Alexios!
You know who I am?
Of course I do. Socrates never stops talking about you.
And you are...
His wife, of course. I'm Xantippe.
Socrates never told me he had a wife.
Typical. The only time he's quiet is when he's eating. Yet he can't find time to mention me.
So, where is Socrates? I got a note that said to meet him here.
That's what I'd like to know. He went to another symposium last night, and he didn't come home after.
Sounds like a good place to start looking.
I was just about to head there myself. Come, keep me company.
Xantippe!
What is it?
Socrates! They took him away. They said he was under arrest.
For what?
I have no idea. We were just talking after the symposium. I'd say go ask him yourself, but he'll be guarded. They took him southeast of here.
That fool! I knew this would happen to him one day.
I'll find him. Don't worry.
This is his doing. It's best to let these things run their course.
Alexios, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same.
Well, here I am. Though I'm more curious about how you are here. The guards let you in?
We've known each other a long time now. You know how I got in here.
You've taught me that the blade can sometimes be necessary. But I don't think this was one of those times.
I was worried about you.
Your care is appreciated, but if you had waited only a bit longer, I'm sure my trial would have taken place and I'd be free.
You're not going to trial. We're getting you out of here.
I understand your concern, but what good would escaping do other than prove I'm guilty? No. In fact, I'm looking forward to this trial.
What if they find you guilty? And your punishment is severe?
That will never happen. I'll convince them I deserve to go free. You'll see.
What were you arrested for?
I haven't the slightest idea.
And that doesn't bother you?
Sometimes understanding does not come at the moment we would like. More importantly, this is giving me the necessary time to think.
About...
I went to see the Pythia, and she told me there is none wiser than me. An intriguing thought, and one I've been unable to stop thinking about.
Socrates, the Pythia is...
It matters not what you believe she is or she isn't. I must examine not only her words, but my own self as well. I know nothing, so how could I be called wise?
What does that have to do with being locked up?
I believe my time here and this trial may help me find the answer. I will be fine. Trust me.
I've known you for a while now.
That's true.
And you'd call us friends?
I would.
And friends share important things with one another. Is that so?
It is.
Then how did I not know you were married?
I
From what you just said, that means either we're not friends, or that friends don't share with one another. So, which is it?
I've wondered how much of our conversation you've taken to heart. And now, I have my answer.
Were you doing anything when you got arrested?
If speaking my mind is worth imprisonment, then I suppose I was.
In the future, you may want to be more careful.
You risk life and limb every time you draw your blade. Just because it's my tongue that is sharp, doesn't mean I'm not prepared to face the consequences of using it.
Since you won't leave with me, I'll go see the Pythia myself.
That's not necessary.
I'll find out why she told you that. I won't let you go to trial, even if you think you'll be found innocent.
Ah, Alexios, you!
I'll come back when I have what I need.
Oh no, not you.
You remember me?
Just go. I'm too old for this.
There might be a bit of blood when you go upstairs.
You again?
I'm here for a different reason.
After last time, they tortured me. I thought they were going to kill me, just like I told you. It hurt so badly, I begged for death.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
Just hurry, and tell me what you want.
There's something you need to know. The cult is dead.
What do you mean, they're dead?
Just that. I've killed them all. There's nobody left to control you.
You may have unmasked those who made the decisions, but the cult did not die with them. Their beliefs will live on.
Then I'll find and kill whoever follows them.
That is not a possible task. Now, tell me what you want.
You told Socrates something, and I want to know why.
Questioning why the Pythia speaks is a strange thing.
I know why you speak, and I know who controls your voice. Tell me why the cult had you tell Socrates he's the wisest.
The cult didn't tell me to say that. I did that on my own.
The cult wouldn't allow you to do that.
Which is why I was very careful. I seek Socrates as an ally, but simply asking him to help wouldn't have worked.
An ally? For what?
I know much of Socrates. Not only has he visited me often, but his students do as well.
Get to the point.
You know the gods don't speak through me. I feel Socrates is the one who can convince others of this. If he succeeds, the cult will have no more need for me.
So you're hoping he comes to the conclusion that the gods don't exist?
It matters not if Socrates believes they exist. He needs simply to doubt that the gods speak through me.
I understand why you think Socrates can help, but why tell him he's the wisest?
He'll delve into what it means to be wisest. It's my hope he'll conclude he's not, and therefore doubt the words of the gods.
If you just told him your words aren't from the gods, wouldn't that serve the same purpose? And much quicker?
Socrates is not the type to desire the answer so easily. He'll have more drive when he finds the answer on his own.
This is getting complicated.
Whatever you do, you can't tell Socrates.
I understand. He has to come to the answer on his own.
Exactly. Although, if you truly wish to help Socrates, a student of his came by not long before you. He seemed distraught.
Distraught?
He was clutching a book tightly to his chest and kept looking over his shoulder. He told me he was going into a tomb nearby until things were safe.
Thank you. I'll find him. You don't need to be scared now. I'm not with them.
That doesn't mean you won't kill me. You just want this for yourself.
I'm a friend of Socrates.
You are? Prove it.
I've never met someone as smart as Socrates. I always think about our conversations long after they finished.
You know him all right. I'm sorry for doubting you.
Why were those men after you?
For some reason, they wanted these writings of Socrates's. Well, I wrote them, but it's all his words.
That seems like a strange thing to want.
One of them had a big mouth. He mentioned something about the priest at the sanctuary of Athena Pronea. He said this was the final thing they needed to get rid of Socrates.
I've always been curious. What does Socrates teach you?
So much. Follow him around for an entire day and you won't be able to sleep. Your mind will be so aflutter with thoughts.
I'm not sure I'd last a whole day with him. What drew you to Socrates?
I've never met a man like him and I don't think I ever will again. Every day with him is one worth waking up for.
I'll take care of the priests.
Thank you. And, well, please, give this to Socrates. It hurts me to say this after all I've learned from him, but I have a family. I can't risk being caught up in whatever this is.
So you're going to stop being his student?
It feels I have no choice. Maybe one day that will change.
I'll be sure to give him the writings.
Thank you. Make sure he stays safe. The world will be a worse place without him in it.
Do not students take what they learn from their teachers? What then if the teacher is wrong? Does that not simply perpetuate these wrong teachings amongst future generations?
You assume the students aren't wise enough to understand the flaws of the teacher. Think of those who came before us. First Thales, then his student Anaximandros, and then Anaximenes. Without the teachings of those before him, it's safe to say Anaximenes would not have reached the conclusions he did.
I don't think that's true at all. Oh, perhaps this new phase can offer a different perspective.
I didn't hear a single thing you just said.
Is that so? Well, let me simplify it quickly. Thales taught Anaximandros, who taught Anaximenes. Wouldn't you agree that students learn from the failings of their teachers?
I've never heard the names you just mentioned.
It's never too late to learn. But even so, one doesn't need to know who they are to answer. Is it not a risk that wrong ideas will be passed along if a student doesn't have the wisdom to seek the truth?
If we listen to others and take what they say as fact, we only have ourselves to blame.
So, no matter who is speaking, student or teacher, we must spend time trying to understand if what they say is even true.
Your appearance betrays you, Mystios. Clearly, you've taken on a teacher of your own.
Something like that. He's the reason I'm here. Socrates needs your help.
Socrates? Ha! If it's another debate you want, it will be hard for us to decide who hates that man more. Why would we help him?
It doesn't matter if he's your worst enemy. If they're willing to imprison someone like Socrates only for his words, what's to say they won't do the same to you?
So, you want us to help out of fear of being imprisoned ourselves?
I don't care why you help. If I hadn't said his name, would you think it was right Socrates was locked up?
If it's as you say, and it was for his words, then no.
And aren't you afraid it could happen to you too?
Of course. If we can't speak our minds, what else are we to do?
If you believe that, then you should help.
Fine, fine. You've made your point, and you've made it well. Socrates deserves our help, but we don't give it lightly.
That makes it worth even more.
We'll be on our way then. We'll gather some others as well. Make sure our voices are heard. Believe it or not, we're pretty good at causing a scene.
If you're like Socrates, that's not hard to believe.
Wow, I've never seen someone convince them so easily before.
Is that so? I guess I should feel proud. I'm surprised to see a child here.
Is there an age at which it would suddenly be okay to debate with them? What then of the night before I turn that age? Should we be prevented from doing what we wish due to the world's view of us?
I regret doubting you at all.
Thank you. There are few things greater than gaining the understanding of another.
On that, we disagree.
Disagreements can lead to even more understanding.
You're the first kid I've met who'd rather debate than play.
Don't tell the others, but I'm envious that you're a student of Socrates. I hope one day to be as well.
You're on the right path. What's your name?
Aristocles. Although I've never liked that name much.
It does sound like countless others I've heard around Athens. Why not choose another?
I can do that? Huh. My brother always had a problem saying my name, so he called me Plato instead. Perhaps I'll use that.
I like it.
Thank you. Well, I better hurry after the others. Here.
Socrates, you're here.
I am.
What happened? The trial couldn't have taken place that quickly.
Had I been given the chance to defend myself, it would have been quick indeed. But unfortunately for me, I was let free before I could.
That's good news.
Apparently, those who had charges to bring against me were found dead. And evidence they claimed to have went missing.
It sounds like someone was looking out for you.
There were also some people protesting my arrest, I was told. I have to ask, did you have something to do with this?
Do you really need to ask?
No, but you still deserve the chance to answer.
Did you have time to find an answer for the Pythia's words?
I thought it would have taken much longer than it did, but the moment I stopped thinking about it, it came to me like a flash of Zeus's lightning.
So, do you agree with the Pythia, or not?
The gods cannot lie. Yet, I know that I know nothing. I had to understand what it meant for one who knows nothing to be called wise. I realized that though the Pythia said my name, she did not mean me.
Who did she mean then?
That is not an answer I'd yet like to voice. It's one that people may not want to hear, and I must think on how I wish to share my new beliefs with Athens.
Whatever it is, be careful. I don't want to find you've been arrested again. We should get you home. I'm sure you'll be more comfortable there.
In some ways, that will be true. In others, well, Kathan Pipi will decide that.
You came back. Finally. I'm off of Fokis and this talk of the Pythia.
You will be happy to hear I have no need for her words any longer.
Ah, then something positive came out of this after all.
I just remembered. A student of yours has been taking notes of your teachings. He wanted you to have them. What did you do that for?
Nobody asked him to write down my words.
Even so, why not keep it? Share it with others.
Because of a story I was told as a boy.
All right, let's hear it.
The king of Egypt, Thamos, was visited by the god Thephtha. Thephtha offered the invention of writing to the king and told him it was an elixir of memory and wisdom. But Thamos disagreed. He believed the people would no longer use their memories, for they would simply read instead. These written words would not offer true wisdom, but only the appearance of such.
You don't want your words written down so others can't use them to pretend to be smart.
Much like creatures in a painting, the words sit there unmoving. If you ask them a question, they will preserve a solemn silence. And no matter how many times you ask, they will only ever say the same thing. They cannot defend their message.
That's the part you like. The defense of your words.
All who speak should defend their words if questioned about them. That is why I choose to speak and not write. That is why any words of mine that last beyond my final breath will be those that people choose to remember. Those words will be true wisdom and not an illusion.
What's your plan now?
After I return to Athens, there's much I need to consider.
You'll be careful, right?
If I have to choose between saying nothing and staying safe, or speaking up and risking my life, the choice is easy.
I should get going. I'm glad you're free.
As am I, although, if you allow me, there is something.
I doubt I could stop you.
We like to believe that action means progress, but it's control that's so truly desired. The more we do, the more control it seems we have, but the less we allow for others. If we grip too tightly, we'll find we've crushed what it is we're holding on to.
Meaning...
Meaning we must sometimes let life unfold without trying to influence the outcome.
I'll keep that in mind. I almost forgot. In your letter, you said you had something to ask me. What was it?
You know, I've completely forgotten now. Take care, Alexios.
Stay out of trouble, Socrates. What is it?
Some merc calling himself the Eagle-Bearer came to Alponos offering to help out. Nice kid, and I've heard his name before. I thought to myself, Megacles, that's drachmi well spent.
Whoever came to Alponos lied to you. I'm the only Eagle-Bearer.
You? Impossible!
Well, for one, I actually have an eagle.
I see that now, don't I? But I paid this other Eagle-Bearer a small fortune to get the villagers ready for a pirate invasion.
By the look on your face, I'm guessing that didn't work out.
It didn't. Then I sent him to bargain peace, but he botched that too. The pirates are coming, and we don't stand a chance.
Next time, hire the real Eagle-Bearer. But I'm listening. Does the village of Alponos have a militia?
Not enough. But if you get out there and stop the pirates before they land, I'll give you all that's left in the treasury.
I'll stop the pirates from reaching your shore. Then you're going to help me find this Eagle-Bearer imposter.
I'll help you kill him myself.
Where are the pirates sailing from?
We saw the pirate fleet forming north of here.
How big is their fleet?
Just 2 ships, but they may have hundreds aboard. They make it to us, we're dead.
I'm going to find the one using my name. When did you last see him?
He came in with the last merchant ships, but I haven't seen him in days. He won't be easy to find, but if you sink the pirates, I'll track him down.
Time to show the pirates what the real Eagle Bearer can do. The pirates are Poseidon's problem now.
What have you done? Didn't you hear me screaming? You sunk our reinforcements!
You didn't say anything about reinforcements. You said pirates.
I sent a message to the supply ships to disguise their sails. Look like a pirate and sail in unseen. Those ships had supplies and troops.
Now you tell me?
Didn't think I had to say don't sink the fucking reinforcements! Without those troops, we need to get these villagers ready for battle!
I'll do it. I don't see an armory, though. Where's the smith?
He hasn't worked since the last Eagle Bearer was here.
I'll get him making swords. Can the villagers ride?
For salt workers, they're not bad. And there's a horse breeder in town.
I'll talk to them.
Though we can't just arm them and tell them to fight. There's only one man who can rally the people. Claims to be a reborn Ajax the Lesser. Find him and get him back.
So, where's the blacksmith?
The forge caught fire. The smith's in the village, but you'll need to help him rebuild before he can work again.
Tell me more about the horse breeder.
She knows horses better than Poseidon. Get her to put a mare under each of these villagers, and we'll have a chance.
If dead heroes are anything like me, they don't like being impersonated. Are you sure this Ajax guy is a good idea?
Let the dead judge us all they want. We need to shake the fear out of these villagers. The last time I saw Ajax, he was headed to the hills southwest of here, on the northern border of Phokis.
Tell me what you know about the one using my name.
He came in with a vicious little bird. Called it Icaros, something like that. Anyway, said he'd help, then made things worse at every turn. So far, you two have a lot in common.
The villagers will be warriors when I'm done. Are you the blacksmith?
I was. Then another Mystios, an eagle something, came to help. Kind young man.
I heard the eagle something made a real mess of things.
The poor boy lit my forge, but somehow caused the fire to erupt. Flames everywhere. I can barely see now, or move my hands.
But you're the only smith in town, and pirates are coming. We need you to start making weapons.
No need to worry. Old Kalipidis has a few good blades left in him. I just need some space to work. Those stone blocks would make a fine table. Could you move them for me?
Sounds easy enough.
Excellent work. Well, what next? I suppose we can't make weapons without iron now, can we?
I have more than enough to share. You have some of mine.
Well, this is certainly better than when that other Mystios came to help. All a good smith needs now are his tools.
I've got your tools right here.
Ah, what a day. You should be proud. You've given this old man purpose again. Now, if you could just set those aside for a moment, I'll get started.
Kalipidis! Kalipidis? By the gods. I've seen a lot in my life, but that was brutal.
If it isn't the new Eagle Bearer.
Trust me, I'm a lot better than the last one.
Look, you want to be useful, new Eagle Bearer? Get back the stallion the other one of you lost to the pirates.
I can get your stallion back, but we're going to need a lot more than one horse.
What for?
The pirates are coming. And at least with mounts, the villagers have a fighting chance.
Sure enough. But I bred this one just for Megacles himself. Without his stallion, he isn't riding into battle. You ever seen a general strutting into battle?
Not a good one.
Exactly.
Where did the stallion go?
That other eagle bearer rode him east past the salts. Came back and said some bandits stole him in the night. Imagine that.
I need to find this other eagle bearer.
Wouldn't mind giving him a piece of my mind too. If you find him, punch his bird right in the beak for me.
His eagle?
Ha! It was barely a chicken.
I'll get back Megacles' stallion. Then you and I are going to talk about getting horses for everyone in Alponos. Here you go. When the real eagle bearer says he's going to do something, he does it.
There, Princess Purple Pie. Eat up. Let it flow through you.
What are you doing?
The first of you eagle bearers rode east to find this fruit. Said that the horse that eats it turns into Pegasus. Leave it to the gods to hide it in plain sight.
The eagle bearer obviously lied to you.
Don't believe me? For how much I paid, this fruit has to be real. Here, watch this.
Wait!
Fly, Pegasus, fly!
An adorer! You simply must tell me, what do you think of the helmet? I just got it.
I think it's all right.
I knew it! It's ancient, but it's like it was made for me.
Whatever you say. You're the one who the villagers worship?
I don't know about worship, but they do call me Ajax.
And I'm bringing you back to Alponos. Pirates are coming. And I need someone to inspire the villagers to fight.
Didn't you hear? Our ships were sunk by some crazed Mystios. Now bandits are banditing anyone going in or out of the village, and there's no one to stop them.
I'm the eagle bearer. Smart bandits know to stay away from me. Now let's go.
People of Alponos, rise from your hills. Lokris is under attack. The great Ajax has returned, now with a true child of Zeus, the real eagle bearer.
You are not Ajax. And that new eagle bearer pushed sweet Nikia off a cliff with a general steed.
Nonsense! I am Ajax reborn, and we will now prove to you I am immortal.
Enough! Prepare yourself, Locrians. You must choose to stand and fight, or let the pirates invade and destroy your homes.
This'll be easier than I thought. Now, light me on fire.
What?
It's okay. This is a magical helmet. The other eagle barrier told me it will protect me. You light the fire, the people will see I'm immortal, and then they will eat out of our hands.
I'm not lighting you on fire. That old helmet isn't magical. And you're not Ajax.
How dare you? The last eagle bearer humiliated me in front of everyone, and now you're too. No more.
You're back just in time. How's Nikia? I heard she's trained a stallion for me.
Nikia's dead. She thought your horse was Pegasus, and rode it right off a cliff.
She what? All right. We don't need horses to fight if we have weapons. How many has Calipidis made?
Calipidis had an accident.
What kind of accident?
The really bad kind. He didn't see some stone blocks. He walked right into them.
Enough! Without weapons, we're doomed.
We haven't talked about Ajax yet.
Did you find him?
Ajax had this helmet that he thought would make him immortal.
And?
It didn't.
Ah, Marlaka.
Tell me about it.
I would ask literally anyone else, but what choice do I have? I need everyone with a blade fighting with me. You can at least fight, can't you?
Let's go. You fought well.
As did you. Forget what happened before. We're alive because of you.
No need to thank me, Megacles. I'm just glad the people of Alponos are safe.
You may not want thanks, but you deserve it. I promised everything in the treasury, and that's what you're getting.
Now I need to find my impersonator.
I can help. I found this note on the pirate leader. They owe him a lot of drachmi. He was hired to sabotage the town.
Making invasion easier.
Their plan would have worked if the real Eagle Bearer hadn't shown up. What will you do when you find him?
I'll think of something.
The actual Eagle Bearer. That explains why the invasion failed.
I've been stuck cleaning up your mess since I got here.
What a glorious mess it was. When the pirates paid me to soften the town's defenses, I didn't think it would be so easy.
People are dead because of you!
I didn't kill anyone, but you did. We make a great team that way. I steal some tools or blow up an old man's forge. Send some young idiot into bandit-infested mountains, lose a general's steed, then watch you turn it into pure chaos.
The fact that Megacles and the pirates both paid you is just a bonus.
Everyone pays to hear lies they want to believe.
I'm impressed. Even I don't play both sides like that.
I can be even more impressive. You never thought about it? What it would be like to be with the Eagle Bearer. You're not even a little curious.
Time for justice.
May her wrath rain down on both of us.
I'm going to feed your corpse to Icarus, you stupid bird.
Please, dear gods, can anyone help? Those Atlas swine have ruined me. Ruined!
I find the gods leave us to fend for ourselves. Tell me what you need, and maybe I can help you.
True enough. You look like you can handle yourself. Filthy swine stole my prized tools, though they are worthless to them. I am ruined unless you can help me.
Point me towards these thieves, and I will bring the heavens down upon them.
Praise Zeus. I am the artist, Podiklitos. Hunt down the bandits and recover my prized tools. Wait. What is your name, Mystios?
I am called Alexios.
By the gods. Could it be true?
What?
No, nothing. Please, recover my tools and I'll see you rewarded.
I found your tools.
I can't believe it. Maybe you really are from Olympus.
Oh, my friend. I am flesh and blood like you.
Oh, well. At least those villagers from the new farm pay well. I need to get there safely. If you escort me, I'm sure they will treat you lavishly.
What can you tell me about this village?
Linu is a small region of devout villagers and farmers. Hard-working people, very serious in their beliefs. They hired me to make them a sculpture of, well, the Eagle Bearer.
Really? Why?
They know your name and your deeds, and believe you to be their savior.
Why did you think I carried the blood of Olympus in my veins?
Your reputation precedes you, and the villagers of Linu can't stop talking about you.
Lead me to Linu Farm. I'll make sure you get there safely.
Excellent. I'm sure they will honor you with gifts and riches.
Then let's go.
Gratitude, friend. You saved my hide, and you've given me great reference. Let us talk to the priestess Exioni and be properly welcomed.
Good, Polyklitos. You made it.
Priestess Exioni, my journey was a test from the gods, but look what miracle they have delivered.
Who is this?
I'm Alexios.
The Mystios you told me about. He appeared like a bolt from Zeus and rescued me from road bandits.
The Eagle Bearer. This is an unexpected honor.
Glad to visit. How have you heard of me?
Certainly you jest. Your deeds are carried along the winds and sung through the stars. We are but a poor village, but your being here gives us hope to cling to in this hard world.
And soon there will be a statue to capture a hint of your glory.
To have our patron walk among us and give us divine fortune is a wonder. We will be eternally blessed.
You are giving me honors I don't deserve. I'm just happy I could help Polyklitos.
Great and humble is the Eagle Bearer. There are many lowly servants in our village who could benefit from a kind word from someone of your grace.
Who are they?
There is a shepherdess, Herifil. You can find her near the stable south of here. Akatos, the hunter, who has a small house on the west end of the village. And Menalkas, a young farmer. His fields are to the east.
Who is this shepherdess, and what's her story?
Herifil tends a small herd of goats. Recently, she had a scare in the forest and lost 2 of her flock to wolves.
What can you tell me about the hunter?
Akatos is worried he cannot provide for the village since he recently injured himself. Perhaps you could ease his fears.
Priestess, who is the farmer?
Menalkas fears he is cursed. A visit from the Eagle Bearer could restore his faith and purpose.
I will see what I can do for your people.
Not my people, divine Eagle Bearer. We priestesses are but humble servants of your exalted greatness. When you have spoken to them, find me. My sisters and I want to prepare a proper celebration for your portentous visitation.
By the gods! It's you!
Yes, well, it certainly is me. You are a shepherdess?
You know me! You know me so well!
Tell me what happened.
I was herding my flock when it was horrible. Wolves, blood and screams everywhere.
Did you get hurt?
No, you protected me.
I did?
I carry your totem to pray to watch over me. But I was so scared I dropped my totem as I ran.
I can look for your totem.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Where were you attacked?
I was leading my flock to pasture through the forest south of the city. I know others have heard wolves howling there on many nights, but I took a chance.
Tell me about this totem.
It's a simple thing. An eagle of rough wood and crudely fashioned. It does not come close to capturing your divine glory, but still, it has kept me safe until now.
I wish it had protected you better.
No! It is I who must apologize to you for losing it. I feared you would be angry with me.
No, of course not. Don't worry, I'll look for your lost totem.
Glorious Eagle Bearer, The priestess said you burned the wolves from the forest with the fire from Hephaestus' forge.
How did she know that?
She divines the signs of your adventures from the sacred flames. She said you found my totem.
It was luck that I was able to find it. The wolves had dragged it deep into their den. Here you go.
Gratitude, Eagle Bearer. Would you bless it for me?
You don't need my blessing. Just watch the world around you. And you can call me Alexios.
Thank you, Eagle... Alexios.
Here, what is wrong, my friend?
Are you really the High Soaring Eagle Bearer?
I have an eagle, Icarus, who travels with me. But sometimes it's hard to know if I'm in charge or if he is.
So kind and humble. The grace of Apollo and the presence of Zeus.
Well, Priestess Exione said you had a problem. Tell me.
I have shamed myself. Normally I hunt for my family and to provide for the village. But the other day I slipped and wrenched my ankle badly. I can barely walk. I am unworthy of your attention.
You are not at fault for your injury. Go on.
My daughter Myrto insisted she would go into the woods and hunt for me. She's brave, but still inexperienced. She has been gone long, and I grow worried.
I'll find her. Go. Dear neck for your father. See? Hard. But you can do this.
You are amazing. I've learned so much.
I will get the rest of the meat your father needs. Why don't you head home and tell Akatos what you've learned?
I will. Thanks.
Eagle Bearer, I cannot thank you enough.
Alexios, did you find enough meat?
The woods were generous, and Artemis guided my aim.
Do you know Artemis? You never said.
Myrto, contain yourself.
Sorry, Pater.
No, Myrto. I don't know far-shooting Artemis in the way that you mean. But I know she looks kindly over hunters. Pay her respect, and soon you'll hunt as well as your father.
Menalcas is a sad case. Thinks he's been cursed by the powers that be. I told him that's ridiculous.
Why ridiculous?
Because if you wanted to punish him, you'd just smite him or have an eagle fly down and eat his eyes or the like. Huh? You wouldn't curse his harvest.
I wouldn't?
Of course not. You're the eagle bearer. Arrow of Apollo, shield of Ares, child of Zeus. Not the master of blighted crops. That's beneath you.
So Menalcal's problems are caused by...
some kind of sickness in the crops. That's what's making him crazy.
Eagle Bearer, do you know why the gods have cursed me?
I think some infestation has taken root in your crops and is polluting your mind.
What do we do? How do we appease the gods?
This has nothing to do with the gods. I will set fire to the silo where you keep your harvest and burn out the rot to clear your mind.
I hope you are right, Eagle Bearer. All that work, gone to smoke.
No one said it would be easy.
It had to be done. I confess, I do feel a bit better already. Thank you for all your help and guidance.
Wondrous Eagle Bearer. Your name and glory drop from everyone's lips. My sisters and I wish to throw a grand festival in your honor. You will be the cherished guest.
If you insist.
However, there is one more who could benefit from your attention. Halkipi frets about her brother. In truth, he is a strange one, touched by madness. Or perhaps a chosen of the gods. Ah, here she is now. Speak to her, reassure her, and then we will celebrate.
By the gods, it's you.
It's me.
It's you. By the gods, my prayers are answered.
Speak to the Eagle Bearer, my child.
You have come to help me.
I'll see what I can do.
Ah, yes, of course. It's my brother, Callistratos. He's always been a bit odd, but this past year, I think the gods have cursed him. Ah, that is... I don't mean to offend.
Go on. Your brother?
My brother's farm is a small way from the village. Always doing his own thing. I haven't seen him for days, but when I went to pass by, I heard terrifying noises. I think something might have happened, but I'm not brave enough to go see.
I'll take a look for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Eagle Bearer. You're too kind, too generous, too nice. Thank you.
What can you tell me about your brother?
Callistratos always tries some new scheme or crazy idea. His last one was to breed chickens that would lay giant eggs. Each egg to feed a family, he said. And he'd sell them far and wide and become rich.
What do you think happened to Callistratos?
I don't know. Maybe a lion or wolf got into the farm. Terrible noises nearly scared my hair white. I'm sure whatever it is would be no match for you, mighty Eagle Bearer. I pray he's all right.
Where is your brother's farm?
He has a large farmstead northeast of here. He doesn't take very good care of it, though. Always caught up in some crazy scheme.
I'll visit your brother's farm and see what's going on.
Who are you supposed to be?
The Mystios who saved your life. You could say thanks.
Not sure you had to kill my best chickens, though.
Your sister sent me to check on you. Chalkipi was very worried and scared by the noises she heard. Looks like she was right to be concerned.
So tell her I'm fine already. Maybe I can get a gold from Masara and catch a lion and breed them somehow. Maybe with a snake. I'm sure I could make a fortune.
Chalkipi, your brother is something else, but he's alive, and I suppose well.
Thank you, Eagle Bearer. Yes, he is a difficult one, but you have answered my prayers. I will always be your devoted servant. The priestesses have begun preparing a great feast in your honor for all of Linu to celebrate you. It will be magnificent.
Alexios, calamity. Myrto has been struck down by illness.
Take me to her.
The girl was thrilled about the idea of the festival to honor you. She was rushing about, buzzing with excitement, when she suddenly collapsed.
Please, Eagle Bearer. Can you do anything for her?
Did anyone see anything? Does she have any wounds?
No insect or snake bites, but her brow burns with fever.
What was Myrto doing when she got sick?
She was preparing the meat you brought in for the festival, per the priestess's instructions.
Where is Priestess Exioni now?
I don't know. I overheard her calling out for help, telling people not to be scared, but she's vanished.
That's strange behavior. I'll ask around and see if anyone else knows anything, and see if I can't find the priestess.
Eagle Bearer, what did I do to offend you?
Nothing. I just want to know if you saw what happened to the girl, Myrto.
I saw the girl steal a taste of food for your feast, and she fell ill.
She tasted it.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please don't punish me.
What? No, of course not.
Hey, well. Oh, Eagle Bearer, do not curse me with your anger.
What? Why would I curse you?
Your anger is well storied. We seek only to please you, unlike that disrespectful waif Myrto.
What did Myrto do?
I could not say. I only know that Exioni called Myrto a wrongdoer and said you had punished her for her transgressions as a warning to us all.
That is ridiculous. I need to find Exioni. Grey hair, where can I find the priestess Exioni? You must know.
The priestess and her sisters have a secluded retreat. None know where it is, for it is hidden from common eyes. I cannot say more for risk of offending them or you.
Those women do not speak for me. Tell me now, or I'll get angry.
Yes, yes. They appear from and retreat to a secret den past the border to Elise.
Time to have words. Exione, why did you flee from the village?
I left to consult with my sisters. We needed to understand why the poor girl was struck down.
Did Linu offend the divine Eagle Bearer somehow?
Or are we being tested by greater powers of Olympus?
Are the gods testing our faith? Or yours.
I don't want to play games. Please, tell me what you know so I can save Myrto.
Of course, beloved Eaglebearer. We want the same.
We prayed for an answer, and it was delivered.
In the sacred cave, there is a plant that can save her, but it is too dangerous for us, mere mortals, to descend into.
I'll go get it.
Brave Eaglebearer, your path leads you to the sacred cave.
Fierce Eaglebearer, the answers you seek are there.
Divine Eaglebearer, find the truth.
Exione, I killed your bear.
You're here.
You're alive.
Very much so. And angry. You better have an antidote for poor Myrto, or else.
Or what?
Shut your lying, filthy mouths! You poisoned Myrto to try to hurt me, and then when I found you, you tried to feed me to a cursed bear!
Yes!
No! We didn't mean it!
Didn't mean it? You lying Malakas! You've got Linu wrapped around your fingers and are living fat off the villagers in my name!
It's true!
So true, your divinity.
I'm not a god, you thieving swine! Give me the antidote for Myrto, or I'll split your heads open! Now, be gone! I have the medicine for Myrto. Quick, let's give it to her.
Alexios?
Shh, rest.
You did it.
That was close.
You need to talk to the villagers.
Look inside yourselves. You'll know that I am no god, and you can live for yourselves.
Maybe you are right. Still, you saved my daughter. I'll never forget that.
Thank you, Eaglebearer, for giving us the courage to stand on our own.
When I eventually finish your statue, it will be a reminder to the village of your message, and a guide for them to do for themselves.